Hello everyone and welcome. Today I will be continuing with the Town series, but for the very first time in quite some time I will not be fixing my mistakes or improving quality. Today I will be painting a new part, the Tau gun drone. Yes, finally we are making some progress on the army. And again, I start with the Tau-light Ochre and covering a few of the parts of drone, and then I will switch to our greens, which are the same for all of the drone parts, and it's the colors I chose for my army. Now that I have gotten to see a few of them, I'm not quite that happy, and I'm thinking of doing something a little different with the rest of the troops and keeping the drones in this color. But I'm not 100% sure. And again, this is my first job and my first army, and this is the reason that I wanted to try it out on the Tau. And I really hope you guys can't hear my cat meowing. I really don't know what she wants. She has food, she has water, but right now she's in a mood for talking with me. Hopefully she does not sound on this, but if she does, I will leave it in the editing part. Yeah, I was saying about the armies. I'm hoping that with the other elements of their uniforms, such as the pants and stuff, it will bring a bit more variation in color. The drones are a bit bland with what I could do, or at least at my current skill level, the drones right now seem a little bit bland. But I'm guessing they will look right at home with the rest of the army once it's complete. And yes, the reason I wanted to first see how a fully painted army looks are the Tau is because I didn't want to experiment on my Space Marines, on my lovely little Space Wolves, which will be coming right after I also do the Gaunt's Ghosts. I keep talking of all the things I want to do, but there's so little time in the world, and I barely had any time to actually edit this video. During doing the voiceovers for this I'm doing it literally at the last minute, and in the last week before I publish it, because even though I gave myself a few weeks after the holiday season of content, and I was actually able to edit everything, yeah, those went by so fast. But hey, at least the progress on the house is going rather well, and soon enough I will show you all the things that I get to do to make it actually livable. Hopefully, I hope the filming process works. I have not tried actually, painting, doing something live, as in other than miniatures. And I don't even have a tripod to put my phone on. So many problems. Oh yeah. As you can see, it's a lot of painstaking work to do this, and I try to do it without making mistakes, and so that I don't have to fix anything else. There were a lot of intricate details to paint on these miniatures. I'm starting to see the difference between high quality miniatures like Games Workshop makes, well, plastic ones, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly in the sense that I'm not sure that I come out explaining what my thought process is very clearly. The thing is, comparing these Warhammer miniatures with the other miniatures that I have from Shadows over Camelot or the Wrath of Ashardalon box, these have much more intricate details, and while they are much more fun to paint because, you know, uh, crisper lines, they all have the same compared to the Wrath of Ashardalon series or the Shadows of Camelot, which literally had models with different halves of faces of different sizes. And yeah, these are much better, but they're also much harder to paint, as in you have to, any mistake that you make will be clearly visible. This is true especially for those grav inhibitor drones, which were really hard to paint, those tiny little dots. Also, yeah, painting the recesses first and hoping I don't mess it up is not a viable solution. It just makes everything take much more time. So, no revolutionizing the painting hobby from my end yet. At least not with this, but I am pretty sure that everyone who has ever painted a miniature decided that they were gonna do this at one point or another. And I, I, I'm not a very, you know, there's that saying that the smart people learn from other people's mistakes. I'm also very stubborn, not necessarily dumb. I have to make my own mistakes in order for me to learn from them. I just can't take anybody's word for it. So if people say, "Hey, don't do that because it's not gonna work," I'm not gonna believe them. I have to do it on myself, on my own, and see. I can do it better because I have so much brush control that I totally will mess up the next stroke. It doesn't really matter, but you know, I have to try. Yeah. Not much to be said about this part, other than you have to be incredibly careful, especially because I wanted to have those different those transitions perfect clear between different colors, and I didn't want to have any streaks or overlap when I shouldn't have. And I wanted to do this straight out of the part, but I realized that it's not gonna, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So this video was actually, I realized that this is a video of me trying to do something incredibly easy the hard way. Instead of me going, I'm realizing this as I'm commenting, instead of me going like, okay, take the biggest brush you have, dip it in the first coat and just get that coat perfectly fine, and then do the secondary color on top of that, and then the highlight, the creases, shading, and all the lines and everything, so on and so forth. No, I had to do it the hard way. Let's do each color separately, each base color separately, no highlights, and do the recess shading first. So yeah. Don't do it like this. Oh, and yeah, try not to drop your miniatures while you're painting. But at least all the drones are finished now. I'm not promising that I will be able to post those videos soon enough, because I still have to do the voiceovers for 3 more videos before all the drones are done. Once that is done, actually, you know what? I'm hoping that I can find the time to do a planned schedule for the channel to show you. But here's the gist of it. And those that don't, I get way ahead of myself when I record these videos because I usually don't have a plan and I do these off the top of my head. And I start down an idea and then I quickly realize that it's a bad one or that I want to change it and say it differently. So what I was trying to say is that I am going to try to make a schedule and keep to it, and hopefully I will be able to also post it on my community tab. So please join the channel so you can have access to that. I think that's how YouTube works. You can't see the community tab if you are not subscribed. Let me just check something real quick. Nope, you can totally check out somebody's community page whether or not you're not subscribed to it. So I don't know, man. I don't get it. So what is the point? Do you have to click those notifications to receive for the community tabs? Because I never check it for anybody. Who knows? And I honestly don't understand what the big thing with the community tab is, but it's something, it's cool, and I would, if I post it, maybe I'll keep to it. No promises. Pressure. No pressure. Again, ideally, we'll see. Let's go with we'll see. I will try and post. But as I was talking about these drones, the rest of the drones, because I'm smart, I don't do one video at a time and then on the next one I do them in a bunch. When I get the chance to paint, I paint for a few days straight and then spend a few weeks editing and recording because there's time. Anyway, they're all painted like this because why not? If you're going to be tough and do something stupid and bad, why not do a lot of it then? Oh, good God. And this is me trying to wet brush or dry brush, or, trying to put paint without going into the recess. I was trying to be smart about it. It didn't go as well as planned. It was semi-feasible, but not really. Yes, this is hard, but I like it. I like painting them. What is rather annoying, rather than that, not just annoying. What is rather annoying is having to do, not having the practice, having to learn everything as I go. I have time to watch other YouTube videos of people doing this because we all know what downtime periods at work are, and I spend those doing that. But I really can't wait for my training wheels to come off and to realize that I can do much more. That's me being impatient, but also getting there is a journey and it's quite fun. And like I said, I really need to stop dropping things. Also, recently bought a new, hopefully, aid for myself in painting miniatures, and that aid is a pair of magnifying glasses. Hopefully, I can actually do the detail work much better now. I've been told that this is a bit of a cheat on my part, but I don't consider it like that because one, I wear glasses, which while they help when it comes to while they help correct my vision to like 80%, um, when it comes to detail work, I really don't see that well. So I had this on the desk lamp, but it was really hard to get into a position on that, and it was very small, that lamp. And these glasses I think will be much better, much improve my field of view and flow, especially on detail work. Can't wait to test them out. Unfortunately, not for you know, the drones, because the drones are already all done. And as I am editing this, I can see that I've made a tiny little mistake in this edit. Let me correct it and get back to you. Yes, so if I hadn't taken this short break and fixed, you can't tell because I'm that good, you'd have been stuck watching just paint dry for about a minute. And while that may be fascinating for some, I'm pretty sure it's not that fascinating for most of you. Yeah, it happens. My process is that I video edit my stuff and then I voice over while watching my videos. And I don't think you saw that was me actually giving up on trying to be careful and just lathered paint all over the inside of the miniature and said I will fix it in post. As in I will come back with a different color. So on top of the Warboss Green, for the little Tau emblem, I don't know what those thingies are on the circle thingies. Anyway, I come with Runelord Brass and I fill all those in, and then I will come with a shadow effect with the black shadow line over that, because there was no way I could have kept the black line and still do everything. No. That is it. I tried that with the grav inhibitor and the pulse accelerator. No, and that was insane work. Doing that is just not viable. For a few of the details, I picked them out in lead belcher, and as I saw with the top parts of the drones, I did not like any of the edge highlights that I made, and so I did not even try to make them on these gun drones. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but these little there are two drones while I'm painting them. You will see them in the final shots where they will be side by side. So yeah, I'm actually painting two things right about now. Again, I also did tried with Nuln oil to do the recess shading to give those lines a bit more depth, and wherever I spilled, I had to come back with those respective colors, namely Warboss Green and the Tau Light Ochre. I've also been looking into something called volumetric highlights for, objects rather than edge highlights and so on and so forth. But that is something that I really don't know how to do, and I'm going to try and do it on the Guns Go series because I want those guys to be as good as as I can make them. I'm gonna try absolutely everything I can to make them stand out. But boy, is it gonna be tough. I mean, tough. Yeah. Hopefully, I can make something out of them. I keep teasing you with those, but then again, they are the most watched videos I ever made, and apparently everybody likes those guys. Otherwise, people will not look at them, right? I can't wait to get them painted and see how much it does after that. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, we are getting close to the end now. I'm just doing the last few touch-ups, and I will have to go through the mandatory YouTube thing where I beg for subscribers. So please subscribe if you like the video and share it with a friend. And I need to come up with a few puns or catchphrases, right? Because that's what every YouTuber does. It's just that I'm really bad at it. Real bad at it. I'm bad at everything. I'm bad at painting miniatures. Why the hell do I keep painting them? Don't worry. I'll get better at it. Maybe I'll even find some of those catchphrases. So I will let you enjoy the final shots now, and I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe and share it with a friend. Bye.